The emails are rolling in left and right. I just got fired. Now what? And I've been seeing these emails for a very long time from a lot of different people across the country in a lot of different markets, a lot of different industries, a lot of different positions and jobs, and even self-employed business owners, or at least the business owners who were self-employed, if you guys know the difference. But now it's becoming more and more of a trend. This is something that I had told you guys to keep an eye on and watch out for months ago. And here we are today. And today we're having growing concerns of Bed Bath & Beyond, with Bed Bath & Beyond announcing that they're going to be closing 150 stores across the country. And while at the same time seeing some interesting things occur with the Bed Bath & Beyond stock and stock prices, as traders and investors and some gamblers are using the failing company's stock as an opportunity in a way to make lots of money. This stock is now considered a meme stock. It's a company that ultimately has no value, but yet the stock price itself continues to climb as traders, investors, and gamblers alike all try to stop the bleeding, so to speak, and capitalize as best possible on the stock. The possibility of the stock trading at much higher values using call options, and even going to some extent of borrowing money, taking out loans to get involved in Bed Bath & Beyond's stock trading. Now, Bed Bath & Beyond is closing, or at least they've announced they're going to close 150 stores. And I actually received an email from an employee of Bath & Beyond who is deeply concerned, not only because they work at Bed Bath & Beyond, but also because they live in Boise, Idaho. They know that their back is against the wall, so to speak. And they're very concerned about their future, their security, their potential dangers that they're, or pitfalls that they're anticipating approaching, which is good. This is good. We don't want to sit back and wait and twiddle our thumbs, so to speak, as everything just falls apart and collapses right in front of our face. We want to monitor these things. We want to be aware and identify these potential threats and have plans and proven strategies to mitigate the damage, control the damage, stop the bleeding, and be able to move on from there. Now, I'm not going to expose and reveal the name of the gentleman who sent me this email asking for some advice, asking for recommendations, some tips and strategies, some things that he could do. I'm not going to do that. However, I will admit, and he said that this was perfectly fine. He wanted to share this story. He wanted to share his experience with as many people as possible on the channel so that he could potentially be able to help some other folks as well. Not a selfish human being, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But he did say that he admits to quiet quitting. He said that he recognized the signs and he knew that he had nowhere up to go with the company. He knew that something was wrong, but he also knew that he needed to continue to make money. So ultimately, several months ago, he's not really sure of exactly the time, but he knows that he felt inside that he began to quietly quit. He would show up to work on time. He would leave on time. But ultimately, that meant showing up pretty much as late as possible without getting in trouble and leaving as early as possible without getting in trouble as well. Trying to avoid any being reprimanded by management or even being seen or caught by management. It's kind of a sentiment of out of sight, out of mind. And he admits to quiet quitting. And we know I have seen personally, you may have seen it as well, where you go shopping at retail stores in particular and you see employees hiding. You don't get asked questions. They don't ask you if you need any help. They don't want to do really even the job that they are there to do, let alone anything above and beyond that, especially if you ask, hey, can you help me? Do you know anything about this or that? And it's a growing concern. It's a growing concern that's ultimately going to continue to bring down businesses and hurt these corporations, forcing them into situations like Bed Bath and Beyond, because the employees are the experience. The employees are your first impressions. So as these stores, employees, and staff continue to quietly quit, continue to kind of milk the company dry without producing any real revenue and profits, and making it so that customers and shoppers want to return, also leaving positive and or negative reviews on Google, Trustpilot, Facebook, anything, anywhere that they can share it. TikTok, you get a bad review on TikTok, it goes viral. That's pretty much the end of your company. But he admitted to quietly quitting. Now, his main question is, what do I do? And he did not get fired. I was saying that, and I did not get fired either because I don't work for anybody but myself. But when you get fired, the first question now is going to be, what do I do? Now what? Because losing your job today, being fired, getting laid off, being terminated is not what it once was. There isn't a government program backing the unemployment insurance, giving you a boost of $600 a week, $300 a week, whatever it may be, on top of your state's unemployment program. There isn't going to be a great job opportunity out there for you to go jump on instead of and replace the income that you just lost. The pool of employees or workers looking for employment is going to be much greater. Your competition is going to be way more fierce. And these companies are pretty much failing left and right, not looking to bring on any real staff. Yes, sure, you may have seen signs in the windows that say, yeah, we're hiring. You may see reports that companies can't find anybody to work, but you got to read between the lines on that. It's not 100% actually true. Now, there are stories out there about how folks are actually looking to invest in the stock market and buy into Bed Bath & Beyond stock and call options as a way to make money as this company ultimately declines to bankruptcy, total default, and 100% closure. Yeah, sure, there's some slim chance that the company could rebound and recover, turn the ship around and become profitable and successful again. But I'm gonna bet on the fact that that's not gonna happen. So there's a lot of other folks out there doing the same, but doing it through investing in stocks and using call options and different brokerage apps like Webull and M1 Finance and Robinhood, Acorn, whatever app you use, however you trade, Fidelity. And they're actually looking at it. There were a lot of folks looking at it from the standpoint of, hey, you've got the chairman, the founder of Chewy, now the chairman of GameStop, Ryan Cohen, who made a fortune by turning the stock around for GameStop and ultimately boosting it up from a few $1 million investment to a few $1 billion return. And recently, there were reports and evidence that he was investing in Bed Bath & Beyond. So you had a lot of apes chasing that, realizing that, hey, this could be another GameStop opportunity and a way for me to capitalize and make a ton of money. Well, fast forward to the punchline. Not everybody made a bunch of money. Ryan Cohen, he did pretty well, but he did it at the expense of the retailers. And ultimately, it didn't turn the company around. And there's probably going to be some folks out there left holding the bag with some Bed Bath & Beyond stocks and call options that are going to be pretty much worth nothing. Now, the question that the email actually asked me was, Kevin, what do I do now? What do I do next? I don't want to wait until shit has hit the fan and I'm out of a job in Boise, Idaho, probably one of the worst cities and states to be in at this time. This was not my life. This was not my goal for a career or retirement plan or anything like that, but it was my source of income. What am I going to do? And he asked, hey, should I jump into these meme stocks? Is there anything there? I'm not a seasoned trader. I don't really know a lot about investing, but I do know that there's a lot of folks out there capitalizing on this and making tons of money off of these companies. These companies that I've seen and I've been telling you guys about, these companies, they're running out of money. They can't afford to pay their vendors. They can't afford to pay their suppliers. And they can't afford to pay, ultimately, their payroll for their employees, which is another reason why there is quiet quitting. I know of some companies firsthand that can't pay their employees, yet the employees feel as though they have no other choice, no other option. So they continue working, banking on the fact that the employer says, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to get you guys caught up and get you paid. The key with that is I'm going to bring you guys a video of a firsthand experience of an interview with a young man who gave me the opportunity, a great opportunity to ask him questions about the retail workers market and some experiences that he's had where he's actually had his pay illegally and unlawfully withheld from him by these companies claiming that they're going to get it to him, and they never do. That video is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But ultimately, the email from this worker at Bed Bath & Beyond in Boise, Idaho has asked me, what do I do? Now, me personally, I'm not huge in gambling. I went to Vegas. I put maybe $20 in a slot machine because my kid said, "How does this work?" And I said, "Well, basically, it's pretty simple. You put your money in, you don't get anything out. Plain and simple. Now, let's go waste $20 on something to eat that's actually going to do something for you instead of sitting here wasting your time." But I don't really like to get involved in jumping on waves and trends and bandwagons and trying to make money quick schemes with stocks of failing companies for sure. Granted, I do have money invested in the stock market. I do still have money invested in the S&P 500 and blue chip stocks that are proven that over time they're going to continuously grow and increase in value. I'm not in it for the short term return. I'm not in it for entertainment or excitement. I'm in it because it works. And I'm in it because I know I don't need the money tomorrow. I like to have the money in the future, more than likely potentially being passed on to the next generation, and doing that with tax shelters in place so that most of my profits aren't wasted in probate and transferring that wealth. But that's another video. If you guys are interested, drop a comment and I can get it started for you. But what I'm being asked now is, what should I do? And I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I am just sharing with you some of the things that I've shared with him in this email. And he actually asked, he says, "Kevin, can I make money on YouTube?" And I said, "Sure, you can. You can make money anywhere. Be 100% honest with you. You can make money anywhere. You just got to know how, and you got to be consistent and be willing to push through and see it through in order to make that money." And he goes, "Well, I know you have a course. I know you have a membership. I know you offer personalized videos and content specifically geared towards creating a YouTube channel. And I've been watching you since you started, and it was only been a few months, and you went from pretty much a few hundred subscribers to now over 40,000 subscribers. I watched your wife's channel, and she did the same thing in seemingly a shorter amount of time. You mentioned that you've worked on channels before, you manage YouTube channels. I feel as though you really know what you're talking about. Can you help me?" I said, "Sure, come on over." He joined the group. He's already watched the videos. He's already commented. He's already taking action. I think he's going to be on his way to success. But the key is understanding and realizing what's really going on. I make YouTube videos every day, sometimes more than once a day. And that's just on this channel that you guys are watching here now. But you got to realize there are so many other creators out there with hundreds of subscribers, thousands of subscribers, millions of subscribers that are continuously making content on YouTube every single day. And what's the reason for it? Yeah, sure, they may have a passion for it. They may enjoy it. But I can tell you right now, more than likely it's because it makes them money. Whether that money comes from YouTube directly through the Google AdSense program after being accepted into the YouTube Partner Program and your channel becoming monetized, or it comes from paid sponsors, which you guys probably see all the time. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. This video is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. This video is brought to you by whatever company. This video is not. This video is not sponsored. But whether it is YouTube AdSense and monetized revenue, whether it's a paid sponsorship, whether it's affiliate program, whether it is you promoting your own company, your own product, and selling your own merchandise, there are so many ways that you can make money through the YouTube platform, which a lot of folks are doing, which is part of why you see so many creators continuously putting out great content day after day, because more than likely they love it. But more so than that is the fact that it actually helps support their income, their lifestyle, and perhaps is building them a massive amount of wealth, let alone helping so many other people out there. For instance, I watched a video this morning and was very informative about what's going on in the stock market, what's going on in the housing economy, what's going on in the economy in general. But I know that channel is making money. I know the channel gets views. I know it runs ads. I know it's sponsored. All this information is available to me, but it's also helping people understand more about stocks and investing and how they can do the same, how they can make more money, how they can improve their portfolios, how they could potentially avoid downfalls of holding stocks too long, selling too late, or anything of the sort, especially with real estate. A lot of videos coming out now. You guys saw I posted an interview yesterday with one of the best real estate agents in Southern Florida, Chris Igo, and explaining to you all his side of it and the exposing the truths around some of the misconceptions of the housing market, a potential housing market crash, housing market collapse, housing bubble popping, from the perspective of a real estate agent and a former stockbroker, financial advisor, stock trader. And not only does the content make money, but it also helps people in their investments and help them. So it's kind of twofold. And there's a lot of reasons why YouTube content creators make content. But at the end of the day, I think it is a great opportunity and a great way for people to increase their income or potentially replace your income if you find yourself in a situation like the young man here who is worried about losing his job at Bed Bath & Beyond, or if you have already lost your job. But what I can say is if you're still employed and you're not in dire straits because you've already lost your job, now is a good time to get this started. It does take a little bit of time. It's not going to happen overnight. I take that back. It can happen overnight. I've actually done it once before. Actually done it twice before. And you can actually get a YouTube channel to pop overnight. And I actually did it by posting one video and it got hundreds of thousands of views in less than 24 hours. It gained over 1,000 subscribers and it reached the 4,000 hours of watch time. And I was able to apply for the monetization program, the YouTube partner program on that channel within a week. That is a little unheard of. So the point I'm trying to make to you is you need some time to get this going, especially if you have another job that you're devoted to and other responsibilities throughout the day. So the sooner you start, the better. But like I said, all these channels that you see, 9 times out of 10, they're doing it because they're earning money through so many different monetized methods, whether it be through AdSense revenue, ads running on the video that don't cost the viewers a dime. And most of these ads, honestly, these ads are designed for the viewer. And most of the time, for me, when I'm watching YouTube, I actually don't watch them premium. I watch with an account without premium to see what ads show up. And a lot of the ads are actually beneficial and things that can very well help me in whatever I'm doing. So I don't mind the ads. They're not long, they're skippable, so no problem there. But a lot of these content creators, a lot of these YouTube channels are out here to create content to help folks. They enjoy it. It's entertainment purposes, perhaps, maybe, but it is a good source of revenue. And if you have a job, if you're worried about your job, or even if you're not worried about your job and you want to create a side hustle, passive income, small business, because creating a YouTube channel is a business, then this is a great opportunity for you. And the sooner you start, the better. And realize that, the other channels you see out there, there's a reason why they do it, not just for fun. Now, there are some channels out there that do it just for fun, but even some of those wind up making money anyway. And it was just for fun and just a hobby. So, it's just, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, some of these problems that people are facing, they're not just going to be isolated to Boise, Idaho. They're not just going to be isolated to Bed Bath & Beyond. And honestly, you got to look at the housing market from both sides of the coin, depending on if you're a buyer or if you're a seller and or what your long-term goals are with real estate. But if you find yourself in a position where you're worried about your job, you're worried about your employer and their ability to maintain operations and continuously pay payroll and keep you employed, if you actually just want to make more money, if you want to have the ability to have these funds on the side to invest into stocks such as Bed Bath & Beyond or JCPenney or Revlon or GameStop or AMC or any of these shorts and these call options that could potentially make you lots of money, this is a great way to do it. YouTube content creation is actually fun. And it's not really that hard. And I make videos that actually show how you can do it. One of which is very popular, is the video that I made for the members about how you can make a YouTube channel that earns ad revenue, that is a faceless channel that doesn't require your face. And it's very simple and very easy to do. And I actually give you a list of 25 different options of how that can be done. And that so far has been probably one of the most popular videos that I have. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can check it out. But can you make money online and starting on a YouTube channel? Absolutely. People do it all the time. People do it every day. And now is a great time to do it, especially if you are still tied to a job and you still need to be there for whatever hours that they may call upon you for. But you're also looking at it as, hey, this ship is sinking. This train is coming to a stop soon. I need to have a backup plan. I need to replace my income. I need to supplement my income. I need a solution. And, if anybody out there is on any form of government assistance program and is worried about making money on YouTube and it affecting your benefits, then you need to contact me, send me an email, jump in the group. Actually, I'm gonna make a video about that in the group so everybody can see how that can be avoided, and you can keep your benefits and start making money on YouTube unaffected, and ultimately blow past that and never have to worry about a small government assistance check ever again. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I wanted to share this information with you guys because I thought it was going to be very important for us all to understand what's going on. Understand, hey, if you get fired, yes, it sucks, but now is going to be tougher than ever. You got to have a plan. And the best plan you can have is to have it in place before you actually lose your job.